Hey, welcome back. I hate intros. Let's just go. So, right after the Ender Dragon fight, I forgot to stop recording and was pulled away from the computer. So, this is what I did after I defeated the Ender Dragon. And it's another exciting day on day 101. I am doing some work analyzing how the particles come off of this torch. Day 102, I have finally completed my analysis of the torch particles. My assessment is that they're pretty cool. Once you beat the dragon, you get to truly explore the end, out from under the oppressive wings of that darn dragon. And I am so excited to get moving. I have been standing in the same spot for 3 days. I need to get my blood pumping. Our primary directive is to find end cities, but we have several goals out here. To find these cities, we will be using the render distance to our advantage. By bumping it up, it should be easier to locate cities outside of our normal render distance. We have a short grocery list for this trip. One is to gather chorus flowers for a possible chorus farm. Our first end city is a little underwhelming. It's both small and has no elytra. Another important item on the grocery list is shulker shells. I would like roughly 2 stacks if I can get them. There is also treasure chests in some of these cities out here. Pretty valuable stuff. Likely no upgrades, but decent stuff. Another strategy to use out here is to use shulker boxes and ender chests for storage, so you can continue looting this void to infinity and beyond. End city number 2 is another bummer. No elytra and not very impressive. There was some very sparse loot that wasn't so bad. And there was a very slick shovel. I have not had to bridge over the void like this much, and for that, I'm grateful. Can I please get a city with a flying boat? I want some wings. Captain, flying ship off the port bow. But there's this joke of a city on the way. Guess I'll handle it. Ugh. Yeah, that's the city we're here for. Just look at that monster. I feel light as a feather. Look down, Charlie. Burp, Charlie. It took 5 end cities, but finally, I got my wings. Game changer. And this dragon head is mine now? I can show you the world. Shining shim. Finding new end cities just got so much easier. Day 107 was spent emptying out a doozy of an end city. Luckily, it had a ship too. Look, new city on the horizon. I got my elytras, but I want a bit more shulkers. Though this one was pretty small too. It was handled, same. Now aren't you just a little teensy weensy little end city? Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Our shulker numbers are getting pretty high, but we're pretty greedy. Okay, now this has gotta be the smallest city we've come across. City number 10, or is it 11? I mean, I don't know. We've been out here a bit too long for my fragile psyche. Day 111. I've had enough of the end. I got all my groceries and it's time to head home. I have not flown around my base yet. Let me tell you, it feels pretty good. Our haul was huge too. We have just over 2 double chests of non-stacking loot. As for our stacking loot, we got 2 stacks of shulker shells and many diamonds and gold. We lost the footage of day 112, but at night I can show you what I was doing. A frame for the shape of our castle was put up. Here's a better view of what that shape of the castle is going to be. The 2 circles will be towers and the box will be a great hall. We are in need of some stone. I mean, come on, we're building a castle. So we are using our Haste 2 beacon to get some. This also has a separate purpose. We will be utilizing this large open space under the castle at some point in the far distant future. Let's take a break from breaking rocks and start breaking leaves. We got a project on our minds. We are gonna need more than leaves for this though, so day 115 we are getting our supplies for our project together. Another thing we need in excess is wool, so we swoop around at night stealing sheep's clothes. Great. Now all my wool is going to get soggy, making it harder to shear off the sheep. This is just the most awful day. It's an Enderman farm. That's what we're building, an Enderman farm. This farm is built on the lowest wide level of the end, so the best way to get there is to use lava and water to make a magical cobble pillar down to the bottom. We also need to build this farm far, far away from the evil center of the end island, and we use leaves because Endermen cannot spawn on them. This is going to be the platform the Endermen spawn on. The leaves around the edges trick the game into spawning more Endermen, even though they can't spawn on leaves. This farm does generate ender pearls, but we only care about the XP. So we need to dispose of the pearls. So here we're doing some careful airdropper placement. And this is a magical chamber where the Endermen will give up their XP. To make this farm, we need an Endermite. They randomly spawn after an Ender Pearl throw. It took us 41. Now that that painful endeavor is over, we have some bait for the Endermen. They hate these bugs like I do now. You're gonna see a lot of carpets. It's certainly a safety measure. It should block the Enderman from teleporting. So to sum it all up, the Endermen spawn and they see an Endermite and they go, oh man, I hate Endermites, ah. And then they go charging at them and fall in this pit and I get their XP. I highly recommend this farm. It is easy XP for this early in the game and will open the door for larger scale projects to come. This means that we can repair our tools and equipment relatively easily, as well as enchant new gear when we need to. The main reason we went ahead to make the Ender farm is because we need to gather stone for the castle. I really want to dig this down to bedrock, but seriously, this deep slate takes forever to mine. My netherite pick is getting some serious use now. I really hope I don't accidentally destroy this thing. Day 122, and we are getting down some foundation for the castle build. Still laying brick on day 123. Guess what? We're still working on the castle. Get used to it. Hey, building a castle takes a lot of time and a lot of stone, which is starting to run low. And just like that, my tools are repaired. Took only 1.5 minutes. And now to disrepair my tools all over again. See, first I place all my stone. Then I mine some more stone. It really feels like more should be done to this, but either way, it's coming along, I guess. Do you think I could pay a stonecutter villager enough emeralds to do this all for me? I mean, come on, who am I kidding? That he just mess it up. There is no way this pickaxe is going to survive my carelessness. That's right, my pick. Drink up their souls! We are so close, just a teensy bit more stone and we're done. What's the rule for singing songs? Is that like copyright strike? Should I be worried? It's done! The base of our castle is done, and really, I'm excited about how this castle is going to turn out. After the base was completed, I decided to waste more stone by upgrading the mob farm. Our other mob farm upgrades were just adding levels to the top. These ones were going to be, adding some love handles to the side. So I don't know why I decided to do a project that would require me to harvest more stone, but I did. So far, we have only extended the bottom floor and are already getting some pretty good rates. But that's not good enough. We want to be constantly swinging our sword at monsters' ankles. So back to placing cobblestone. Ran out of cobble. These phantoms are seeking to prevent the farming of their undead brethren, but are failing. Alright, just making some plans now to have some cool new neat phantom headlights. Day 138, the mob farm is upgraded, and honestly, the rates are a little bit better than I expected. I haven't shown you the iron farm recently. Ever since I put that painting in, rates have gone through the roof. Day 139, we're adding some other activities to the mob farm. Since the mob farm is a semi-active farm, meaning I don't have to sit there and swing 100% of the time, this means we will have some time to walk over and use a stone generator for a little bit, getting us cobble and stone. That is, if a skeleton doesn't shoot a creeper in my kill chamber. I should probably fix that. See, what you do is you start at the stone generator, breaking stone, whilst the monsters pile up in the kill chamber. After a couple of them suckers drop in, you just run over there and chop them up, make them a little shorter. Rinse and repeat. And bonus, the XP from the monsters repaired durability on my pickaxe. After some monster slaying, I turn in some rotten flesh for quest rewards. Today is moving day. Since I have the foundation for the castle, then I need to move my storage up here. Or more, I swear, with every phantom attack, the phantom trap build is getting further and further to the top of my priority list. This is a long and tedious process, but because I have so many shulkers, I can manage it all in one trip. It's also a good reminder of how rich I have become in these 142 days. Let's be real though. The real riches are the enemies I made along the way. We got so much stuff that it's taken an extra day just to move it all. I can't leave my beautiful map underground. It's gonna go in the castle for all to see. I'm embarrassed to say how long it took me to get this map back up, so I won't. Okay, I'm kind of giving it away now by showing the map and the clock in my hotbar, but it's done. I just want to show you my amazing map again. To finish the day, I set up for our next map. Day 150 is coming up and I want to be ready. Feeling large and in charge today. Gonna raid some of those bastions that I passed up when I was a little wimp. The biggest threats in these things are the piglin brutes. And seriously, even with enchanted netherite, they are a real threat. But if you're patient and don't dive into the thick of it with an elytra taking fall damage and not eating properly, you'll be fine. And make sure you are thorough when you search these bastions. They literally hide gold in the walls. Hoarders. One day of bastion raiding is enough for me. I'm back in the overworld, rethinking how I want to do these tree harvests. I have yet to set up a traditional tree farm and have put up with just planting trees around my base and chopping them in the dark, being chased by monsters. So to remedy this, I'm back up at the mob farm. And we brought a Fortune 3 hoe with us. Using bone meal we get from the bones in the mob farm, we can grow saplings up here by the mob farm. And using my Fortune 3 hoe, I break the leaves, resulting in better yield of saplings. Then when I get the urge to end sentient life, I just go to the mob farm. Bada bing, bada boom. Day 148, the first vacation day of the video. I don't know how many I have left though. Of course, HR stops by on my day off, checking to see if I filled out a time off request. Day 2 of vacation and no sign of HR. Better fill out that time off request. I wonder if I could give HR a fish or something to get an extra vacation day. Back in the office on day 150, and that means it's map day. Time to make more maps. This is way easier with the elytra too. That horse was awesome, but this is gonna be easy. I gotta thank Cub Fan for the inspiration for this. I can't wait to see the progress. We can't forget to lock these maps in the cartography table with glass panes. That way, they always stay this way. It's been a good 150. Here's to more. Day 151, we are prepping a box filled with gunpowder and sugarcane. We are going exploring. We traveled southeast and found a pillager outpost and a flower forest. So, we are heading southwest to find new things. Huge win on day 1 of exploration. Found an enchanted golden apple. A good omen, I hope. Thank you, Mojang, for making caves big enough to fly in. I love it. Hey, cool, a pillager outpost. I wonder if it's closer than the other one. It's definitely in a better spot. Public service announcement. This is how I keep losing footage. If you listen, you can clearly hear I'm playing, but it's only recording this. Luckily, it only takes me a couple minutes to suss out, but if you know what's happening, please let me know in the comments. Recording failures aside, I'm contributing to the global warming crisis, one block of iceberg at a time. Though, this is the good stuff. Blue ice is the best ice. I'm being hunted for my crimes against this iceberg. Leaving before I get mauled, I ran into an ice spikes biome. Pretty sweet. You know I can't resist the buried booty out there, even though it is covered in sand. I hate sand. Dude, check out this island village. It's all by itself out here, surrounded by water. I love doing these cave dives. Look how gigantic this cave is. We have a jungle. Repeat, we have a jungle. We're mostly here for cocoa beans and jungle saps. And we want jungle wood, because that's the only wood cocoa will grow on. Oh, sand and cactus, confirmed. We have a desert. We can finally have cactus. Oh, and perfect. Our white sands are shifting to red. We got a Badlands. I think we should find a cool place to set up. Bonus to being in the desert, we get to raid these desert temples, which have god apples in them. But this one didn't. Not one. Second desert temple, second disappointment. The nickname my parents gave me. I say disappointment. There's still stuff in here that's useful at this point in the game, even if it is the third temple. Check out this cave dive. It goes all the way to Deep Slate. If we ever want to just get diamonds or redstone, you can just do this really easy. Desert Temple 4 was a bust, but another resource in here is the 9 TNT. We are not duplicating TNT in this world, so we need every block we can get. What we want at this point is a village to base out of. Elytra ran out of steam. Our strat for conquering this is our bottles of enchanting. This will allow us to explore much longer. First job here is to set up our nether portal. We have no desire to travel the 30-ish thousand blocks in the overworld. Since I'm here, I might as well look around. I mean, come on. I will eventually want another beacon, so a wither skull would be nice. Dude, it's a double blaze spotter! I have never had one of these. I will definitely be using this later. Getting through lava can be tricky, but here's another strategy for you. Use ladders. Public relations with this village is going on swimmingly. You know, it is really hard to sleep with you just standing there over me like that. I'd say we're getting off on the wrong foot here, but really, it's what they should learn to expect from me. Oh, so I might have dealt with those first clerics too harshly. The Ender Pearl trait is unlocked when they hit Expert. Oops. So here's my idea. If there's a stronghold nearby, you could use it to return to spawn faster than traveling even through the nether. Of course, It only works one way, but we're pretty lucky because this one's really close by and it's Savannah. After running hopelessly through dark and empty hallways for a while, I finally found the portal room, but we don't have any ender pearls yet. Our dealer has restocked. You know, this feels silly since I have a farm in the end just dumping pearls into the void. So we finally have enough pearls to get to the end. Now, remember, we are 30-ish thousand blocks from spawn. When you go through the center portal in the end, you should spawn in your last bed. We interrupt your regularly scheduled teleportation display for this nether portal setup. Okay, but when you go through this portal with no bed, you show up at spawn 30-ish thousand blocks away very quickly. When we get back, we offload our loot and prep for our next exploration trip. And yes, this trip will be filled with cave dives, as many as I can find. This trip is a product of my desire to set up bases all over the world. So this trip will be towards the northeast. Already found some sweet looking snowy mountains. I haven't found any of these yet. Caves used to not be like this. There was likely no cave big enough to fly in, so this is amazing. Man, I really like the snowy vibe here. I think this is the village we're gonna base out of. I mean, come on, look at this area, it's gorgeous. Just like at the desert, we are going to set up a portal and hope a stronghold is nearby. Man, I have not done much survival in these snowy biomes. I am very excited to come back here and build a bit. For once, I would like to step into a stronghold and find the portal in less than 15 minutes. Now that we have a portal, we're good to go. I don't know what to do here just yet, but I'm gonna need a nice farm eventually, so it's good to have this set up. To end the day, we are back with our villagers. The next build, I'm gonna need a lot of glass. I'm not sure why this discount is no longer being given, but I'm sure a few days with a fever will give them some perspective. On top of losing the discount, each of these cures are only changing the price by 1. Why? Why, game? Our clerics are on the right path now. I love these guys. Useful trades. So we're back here with the villagers because we need glass. And I want to try not to use sand for glass as much as possible. Going back to the flower village, we will be spending some time here working on some farms. To get this odyssey started, we need some villagers. See? We are going to build a much larger iron farm. The iron farm we are building is from Nembom, and it requires 60 villagers. So we are working on setting up a breeder early. One thing I do, and you should do when working with villagers, is to put up a lightning rod, or else they get witchified. We are chopping up the flower forest nearby. We will need a ton of wood here, and it just makes sense to get some more. And I mean, come on, we're building a farm out here. We're going to need to clear out this area. This is the first of many trips back to the base. I forgot my redstone stuff. We need to be in this area a lot to accumulate 60 villagers, so we are adding some farms to work while we are here. This is for cocoa beans. At night, we set up a cacti farm. Cacti give us green dyes, which we can't get from our future flower farm. Part 1 of this iron farm build is to put some ice down for the items to flow on. While working on some drop platforms, I do my best Hawkeye impression. Nailed it. Around this bottom level, we need glass borders to keep the items from flying off the ice and the glass. Next in is the water. This will push the iron bits to our hopper collection. There is a total of 5 pads the golem spawn. This is the lava blade that should withdraw their iron. Next, we need to build up these pads so the iron golems don't fall out of the farm. And this is where the bulk of our glass stock is going. It's useful though because the golems cannot spawn on glass. I started making the spawning platforms in wood slabs, but I'd rather use smooth stone slabs. So I'm going to need some coal for furnace. The smooth stone is going to be where the golems spawn. They are top slabs. If they were bottom slabs, the golems wouldn't spawn on it. This is what the finished spawning platform looks like. Now we need to make 4 more. Be free, animals. I need these fences, so you're free. For now. Say hello to the mechanism to store villagers. We're gonna need 60. And we want to store them in minecarts so they can be easily distributed to the iron farm. We have made good progress on the villager storage, but by nighttime of day 176, we are running out of redstone. Currently, our only source of redstone has been our 3 clerics at the base, but it's starting to feel a little insufficient. Being that this is going to store villagers, we need to secure the area, so a fence is going up. Please be enough redstone, please be enough redstone. It's not enough. Oh, well, let's test what we got so far. We just push a button to lock in our first villager. Then we need to move the villager forward into the next slot by shooting the target block across the way. So let's fill this thing up with the villagers we got so far. Okay, this is my new favorite thing to do. Let's put off our redstone drought and do some more work on the iron farm. Am I overdoing those quick cuts? I just love them so much. Thanks, Sandiction. What a great idea. I mean, without time lapses, there's not a a better way to show some of the more boring, grindy parts of the build, right? These villager pods require 3 beds and 6 carpet per module. So sheep, beware. To improve our sheep breeding operation, we are raiding nearby villages for their hay bales. And another important item in the villager module is string. So spiders are on the list too. Whilst out here, we want to find a large gaping hole to potentially cave for redstone. As the night falls, the sheep shearer is prowling for fresh wool for bed. Wow, I accidentally flew home. I thought the flower village was much farther away. Back to work on the iron farm. We are putting in the foundation for my favorite part of the farm. But I can't put off my empty redstone chest any longer. We have to do some caving. Every time I cave, I remember how much I love caving. I would do it way more if I didn't have so much I wanted to get done on the surface. But, I mean, honestly, truly, I could spend the next 18 days caving. But I have a ton I need to do on the surface, so... Score, we found a zombie spawner. Nothing interesting in the chest. And really, I would be more interested in a spider spawner. You want to know what makes caving even better? Having shulker boxes. Day 2 of caving, and all I'm doing is thinking about if I could make a whole 100 days of just caving. The time has come to make it back to the surface. The surface responsibilities are calling me back. Caving trip was very nice. Got over 2 stacks of redstone ore blocks. Now for a great part of any mining trip, harvesting the ores with Fortune 3. It makes not having a totem in my offhand almost bearable. Oh yeah, we should be pretty good on redstone for a while. Now to start work on my favorite part of this farm, the track that carries the pillager that will scare all the villagers. The track is in. We are extremely close to being done with this thing. I'm thinking these villagers in the carts are stealing the jobs of the breeder villagers. And it's halting progress. Ooh, a spider spawner. This is useful because our mob farm does not make spiders. Today is the day we recruit the employee that will easily have the happiest job in all of our world. He is a pillager, and his name is Jimmy Bob, and he will terrify 60 villagers for all of eternity. Y'all want to hear the best part? The reason I wanted to build this farm, the only reason, is because while he scares these villagers, he gets to ride a roller coaster the whole time. But if he keeps this crossbow, he will just kill them. So we stood here all of day 188, waiting on him to ruin his own crossbow. Really, let me know if you think I'm overusing it. I mean, come on though, that it feels really satisfying. Rapid fire, beds and chains. I mean, how else would I make that entertaining? So we made the iron farm mostly. All we need to do now is wait for the villagers to grow. So now for farm number 2. And it involves building these 7x7 dirt squares in these very specific places in the sky. See, in the flower forest, if you bone meal the grass, you will always get a specific flower determined by a gradient you can't see. So by having these platforms in these specific chords, we can get cornflowers, pink tulips, oxide daisies, poppies, alliums, azure bluettes, red tulips, and my favorite, lily of the valleys. We interrupt your flower farm build to make an important announcement. 1.19 has officially released, and I'm so excited to explore this new content. But to do that, we need to find new chunks. I found a deep dark biome, but no city, which is fine, because I'm really nervous about trying to explore a city. Oh no, I was really hoping to find a swamp first, but we found an ancient city. Tip for those trying to find them, they're mostly in the mountain biome types. I cannot remember the last time I was this scared going into a structure in Minecraft. This is a very real threat. To get all the sculpt blocks, you need a hoe, and I recommend a good shear too, because you'll need to get wool. First couple chests are a bit trash, but I'm alive, so I'll take it. This was the key to success in here. How well you handle the shriekers. If you get rid of all of them, you shouldn't have to fear the warden. Of course, this is my first time here, so I failed to take it seriously. And I think I triggered a warden to spawn. I snuck away successfully, but where is this warden? I heard it, but never once saw it. Understanding the dangers of these shriekers has put the fear of the warden in me, so we must sneak everywhere. Now for the next shrieker problem. If there are 2 next to each other, you can't hoe one without triggering the other. Oh cool, I finally get to show off the new enchant you can get down here. Swift Sneak. It's a pants enchant that helps you sneak. Swiftly. Oh, great. Not again. Oh. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Run. Oh, crap. Where is he? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Go. Where is he? Is he... What is that noise? Ew. Is he sniffing me? Oh, that's disgusting. Wait, go. Oh, wait. There. Wow, that was lucky. He spawned on top and couldn't get to me, thank goodness. So there are 4 shriekers clumped up. This is a nightmare. The strat for dealing with these clumps is to put wool all over them. Wool can block the sound to prevent them from activating. Noticed here, there's only 1 skulk sensor block. These trigger the shriekers, so all I do is break the sensor and nothing can activate the shrieker. Of course, I get a bit cocky and trigger a nearby shrieker. No. Oh, is that that's a warden? Crap, he's right behind me. There. This could be good. Go. Okay, I just need to get away. That would be great. He can't hear me if I'm on wool, right? Let's get out of here. Get. Go. He's still sniffing me, creep. Go. Go. Build faster. Go. All right, sneaking on wool. I'm far away. Goodness, he is still coming after me. He can't get up here, right? He's a wide fella. So we got some distance, and he burrowed back underground. So we're safe for now. Our mission has become clear. We have to get rid of these shriekers. But if I please don't trigger a warning. Oh gosh, go. Okay. I don't know where to run. I'm terrified. Oh, he heard that. Oh gosh, not again. Please don't trigger a warden. Don't trigger him. Oh, okay. New strategy. We're just gonna go straight up. Up with the wool. Oh, okay. Safe and sound up here at the top. Can't reach me up here, right? Okay, cool. I don't think he can smell me from this far. That deodorant we used earlier was really paying off. Oh man, we really need to ninja these shriekers before anything else. In this chest, we found some Swift Sneak. But we want Swift Sneak 3. And with our Swift Sneak combined, we are Captain Swift Sneak. This is a tad disorienting. It doesn't quite feel like I'm sneaking at all. Here is a new item, the disc shards. We can combine these to make a new music disc. Also have a method for marking areas we explored. And it's just by placing torches. Something worth mentioning, you'll notice no mobs are spawning down here. That is because they can't in the deep dark biome. Important rule, keep blocks of wool on you at all times. Wool can block sound. If you can place wool around the shriekers, it blocks the sound from the sensors. Also, if you're placing something, walking and sprinting on wool, it will make no sound, therefore not triggering the sensors. Okay, Mojang, this is some serious BM shrieker generation. Luckily, there wasn't a warden. We are moving into the central structure now. This area is thick with shriekers, so be on your toes. In this area particularly, I recommend wooling shriekers when you hoe them. Oh, the biggest problem in this area is the lack of line of sight on potential shriekers. They could be on top of the walls or on the other side and you not see them. Don't forget to check the top of the central structure. They put a shrieker on mine. I went to loot the central chest and all that was in it was a golden apple. What? I just realized I recorded the last few clips all in a whisper. That's really how I feel. There are some rooms below and they are filled with redstone contraptions. Love it! It's like somebody was here testing out some of the redstone. Hey, this room actually taught me something. I did not know you could waterlog the skulk to keep it from making noise. We have mostly explored most of the city, so we're gonna make sure we cleared it out. Glad we did. Missed one chest, and I've added many more shulker boxes to my inventory. Talk about a bad situation. I jumped into lava. While getting out of the kill juice, I triggered a shrieker. No warden, but seriously, that could have been awful. I could finally show you a new piece of loot. The Echo Shard can make a compass that will direct you to your dead body. Note to self, kill all bats down here. It looks like one of these could trigger a shrieker. Patient shows multiple shriekers in close proximity. Treatment. Apply extensive wool to entire area. Found easily the weirdest chest yet. There are 3 pairs of pants and 2 hose in this chest. I need some context. It's day 199 and we're still looting the city and finding cheeky hiding spots for shriekers. Welcome everyone to the luckiest moment of the playthrough so far. double God apple chest score. At this point, we have stripped this city clean. But we figure at this point, it would just be logical to end the video down here. It's day 200. We made it. To celebrate, we are going to pull some ores out of here before we leave. This is just the second 100 days video of many, many more. Stay tuned. To end this video, we are going to sleep in the teeth of this maybe soon to be one day potentially portal. And that's it, folks. The video's done. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. This has been 200 days in hard survival Minecraft. We explored the end, built an ender farm, did some building, did some exploration, and ended in an ancient city. It has been a blast. Also, check out the long play videos if you're interested. But yeah, it's over. That's it. Bye.
Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you, subscribe.